that carries on the tradition of what set the standards of excellence for Loretto Community College. Before I start, we're going to begin with an invocation by Sister Rosemary Welch.
And you may remain seated. Henry gave me 45 minutes. I have known Henry and Burnett for years. I'm very proud to be here today. They've been leaders in the community, and one of the things that they've done is they've always been the voice for the voiceless. From individuals with HIV/AIDS to people for the elderly, for people that don't have enough to eat, for school supplies. So in the name of all those people that aren't here today to be with you, I want to thank you. And Burnett, partners. The attitudes of a leader. Blessed are the leaders who have not sought the high places, but who have been drafted into service because of his or her ability and willingness to serve. Blessed are the leaders who know where they are going, and why they're going, and how they're going to get there. Blessed are the leaders who know no discouragement, who presents no alibi, who know how to lead without being dictatorial. True leaders are humble. They seek the best for all and for the people that they serve. Leaders who lead for the good of the most concerned and not for the personal gratification or for their own ideas. Blessed are the leaders who develop leaders while leading. Blessed are the leaders who march with the group, interpreting correctly the signs on the pathway that leads to success. And blessed are the leaders who have their head in the clouds, but their feet on the ground. And blessed are leaders who consider leadership an opportunity for service. Loving God, we pray today for all the leaders in this room, past, present, and future board members of LCC, elected officials in our community, and actually every single one of us in this room who are leaders, that we never forget the why of what we do. How of what we do can be negotiated. But God, help us never forget the why. Loving God, we need the power of your Spirit in our lives to build what is good and to help change what needs to be changed. We pray that we may be faithful in responding to your call to grow as people you have called us to be, that we may ring out your praises through the way we live each and every single day. We ask all this in our loving God's name. Amen.
Thank you, sister. You still have 42 minutes left.
The video will start in 2 seconds.
First of all, I wanted to start out with giving the recognitions to the volunteers, the many volunteers, but those that were elected by the community to oversee and to advise this esteemed college. And that beginning with Trustee Judge Mercurio Martinez, Trustee Cynthia Mares, Trustee Ms. Vita Vela, and Trustee Mr. De La Viña. We are so grateful to have such dedicated, compassionate, hardworking volunteers that do not get compensated, but their compensation is to give back to the community. And we are so fortunate, I am so fortunate to have such leadership, such help, and more importantly, such wisdom to carry this community college to the future. I want to start out very quickly talking about what the governing board is. The governing board of LCC is entrusted with the well-being of the institution, both property and the mission of the college. This is a tremendous responsibility and commitment. The board's most powerful contribution to our college is their connections to the Laredo community they represent. They ensure that the community's needs is the focus of our esteemed and beloved LCC. The successful boards of trustees establish policies that set standards for quality, ethics, and prudence in college operations. These policies guide the decisions of administrators, faculty, and staff as they design and implement programs, curricula, services, and other activities designed to achieve policy goals. There are many specific responsibilities. However, I'm not going to go through the 40-something that I saw on the list. So I just highlighted 6 specific responsibilities. Number 1, act as a unit. Number 2, represent the community and serve the public good. 3, be visionary, think strategically. 4, establish policies to support the vision of the institution. 5, well, this is an option, by the way. Employ, evaluate, fire the college president. I can have to do that one. That's optional. But the most important one, you notice I left that one out, but I had to mention it. Number 5, create a culture of evidence that monitors institutional excellence and performance. This is what we're all about, to meet the needs, the workforce needs, the employment needs, the needs of Laredo, of the city of Laredo, and you have been entrusted to this great privilege. And we are so fortunate to have a person with wisdom and character. I want to mention very quickly, when I met Dr. Carranza, right before Christmas, I took him to a luncheon there at the country club. And I had a table set special for him. He wasn't impressed that I had the mayor, the TAMU president, several representatives, congressmen, and other dignitaries. He was more concerned like getting out of there as soon as possible because he had a commitment with the community to serve and to provide them toys and gifts during Christmas. That for me was very touching. That shows the character that he has. And so he said, they looked at me and said, so let's get out of here, right? I hadn't finished my chicken plate halfway through, so I had to walk out with it in my hand. Because he was extremely concerned about meeting the needs and going back to his office and to his home to continue finishing the gift that him and his wife and the staff were preparing to give out to the community. That says a lot about our new trustee. And of course, that falls into the same character that all of our trustees have. And I've seen that, I've witnessed that all of them that we have here have that character, which is to serve the community first. With that said, we're going to go ahead and continue with our program with the swearing-in. Could I please have the Honorable Julio Martinez come forward and Dr. Henry Carranza, please come forward.
Thank you, Dr. Solis. Just as a matter of information, because of the fact that I am a former county judge, I do have also that authority to swear in. Normally have judges do the swearing in. As a former county judge, that additional privilege continues, even though I'm no longer in office. So at this time, please raise your right hand. I state your name.
I, Henry S. Carranza,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will faithfully execute
that I will faithfully execute
the duties of the office of Board Trustee
the duties of the office of trustees
for the Laredo Community College District
for the Laredo Community College District
of the State of Texas,
of the State of Texas,
and will,
to
the best of my ability,
the best of my ability,
preserve, protect,
protect,
and defend
and defend
the Constitution
the Constitution
and laws of the United States
and laws of the United States
and of this state,
and of this state,
so help me God.
so help me God.
If I may boast a little bit, I want to take this privilege. We're very fortunate to have Dr. Ricardo Solis at the helm of Laredo Community College. I feel very, very strongly in the relatively short period of time that he has been president, and to be honest about it, it's less than 6 months. Within this relatively short period of time, he has initiated quite a bit of interest in a number of programs that already have had a very positive impact in our community. I honestly feel very strongly that he will also bring Laredo Community College to a totally new and very different and much higher level than what we have been exposed to. Just as, again, to boast a little bit, we recently were approached, actually addressed, by an auditing committee that addresses accreditation in the nursing program. In this particular nursing program, they were so impressed with the program that when they approached the board and members of the trustees, they said, "We feel so positive about this program that we do not intend to come back for the next 8 years." This is another area, and again, I'm also very proud because I also have taken quite a bit of interest, and that is in the oil and gas program. Through the leadership of Mr. Cepeda and the support of Dr. Solis, a number of workshops have already been done, have already been initiated with key individuals from key universities throughout North Mexico, starting with the state of Coahuila, el Instituto Cultural y Tecnológico de Coahuila, también Nuevo León, también Tamaulipas. They have been so impressed with the presentations that have already been taken, where the high-level individuals from these different universities, including Pemex, that they themselves, which of course included some personal visits to some drilling operations, that they have emphasized that they will only do these workshops with Laredo Community College and its personnel. That is a positive impact. These are just two of quite a number of other areas that have been emphasized. Obviously, I also want to mention the Police Academy. The Police Academy is also known throughout, not only throughout Texas, but throughout other parts of the United States, where they are also most impressed with the program in Police Academy. Here again is another area of positive impact in our community. And most recently, I also have to acknowledge the media, okay? The kind of how shall I put it, this particular equipment actually oversees both countries, Mexico, the United States, to the point that the background that you are able to have in the media and the medium that is used, it is most impressive. Here we have to thank Congressman Henry Cuellar, who was able to bring in quite a bit of federal monies for this type of exposure through the different medium, not only television, but also other sources within that. So here is just very few examples of what Laredo Community College has done and the impact that it has actually had in our community. And this is within a relatively short period of time. And of course, Dr. Solis has been quite influential and pretty much behind the scenes in all of this. We of course have to acknowledge his administration, and you're all here. And I will not actually single you out, even though I'm looking at you actually, but here again, I personally, as representing the Laredo Community College Board of Trustees, I want to thank you for the support that you now provide and give to Dr. Solis, and in behalf of all of us as members of the Board of Trustees of Laredo Community College, we certainly want to thank you for that.
Hey everybody, especially all the ones that supported me. I thank God upstairs, the Lord, because without him, without his direction, I don't think I'll be here, because I never thought in my wildest dreams that I would be standing here in this stage and hearing things that are going on. But I supported Laredo Community College, not Laredo Community College per se at the beginning. I started at a community college. They call it junior colleges, and that's where my future started. And this is where I feel the future for our young people coming out of high school will start. They got to start somewhere. And this is a place where we can give them academic areas. We can also provide the vocational programs, which now they call workforce programs. But without the workforce programs, we cannot move forward. If we want Laredo to move forward and to get its structures built and infrastructure built, we need to educate our young people. Our faculty is a very good faculty. They go through a lot because they're getting kids, young people, that are just turning 18 or 17. So these freshman teachers and sophomore teachers, they go through a lot. And you gotta give them credit. I give them credit because people don't give them credit, but I do, because it's really the beginning. It's just like working with a little, as I call them in middle school, little rascals. But our young people, our teachers here, our faculty has done a good job and promoting our programs, like the nursing program. It takes academic area. There's a chunk of academic area there involved with the nursing program. Not only clinical. So it takes these instructors to put these students together, these young people together, and make our college, our community college great. We're a great community college, but it takes you, our citizens. I thank the citizens for voting for me to get me here to begin with. And I also thank all the volunteers that helped me out. And for that, I thank you all, and I wish you all a very good afternoon. Thank you very much.